Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda Franklin. I am the person responsible for Recovery for the Rest of Us. And I wanted to make a video and introduce myself and give all of you some more information about what this means to me. I believe that family recovery is often overlooked or minimized. And I think as someone who personally has had the opportunity to recover, on the family side, it changed my life and it sent me in a direction I couldn't have imagined. Um, Recovery came in my life in 2010, and since then I've gone back to school. I've gotten several degrees in psychology and counseling and addictions and sex addiction, and learned so much about what is going on, not only with the person who's impacted and um, suffering with acute mental illness and addiction, but what goes on with the family and how we're impacted by it. I grew up in a home of probably third or fourth generation alcoholism and addiction, and the behaviors that are normalized, they become normal to us. And only when we can begin to step away from them and learn and look and see that something else different is available to us, and take steps towards it, can we begin to grow. And I didn't know those things. I didn't know there was another way to do things or another way to see things. I didn't know how to deal with the guilt. I didn't know how to deal with the shame. I didn't know how to live life on life's terms when you're dealing with such confusing topics. Sometimes it can seem like it's never the right decision, or if you do the right thing for you, it's the wrong thing for them, or vice versa, or just the pain that goes along with it, and the confusion and the manipulation. Um, and just as a child, kind of me for the past 10, 11 years, learning how to undo the stories and the narrative that was developed as a result of living with people who I can see now were doing the best they knew how to do, but it certainly left an impact on who I was as a person. Um, Not wanting to give those same things to my children, not wanting to continue in the path that I was continuing on. And I really am thankful that I found kind of a full circle of recovery. Mine started in an Al Anon program, which then led to school, psychology, counseling, all those beautiful things. I had to readdress my spirituality, what that looked like, what that language was, what it meant to be a woman, what it meant to be a mom, what it meant to be a member of society, a partner. And so that is what led me to create this community. Um, I don't think we talk enough about the impact this disease has on the family. And I also think we're really sadly mistaken if we assume that it doesn't. Almost my entire private practice is um, focused on young adults, adolescents, partners, um, people who are struggling themselves on finding ways to connect, to heal, to recover, to create a dialogue. There's just so much that we're starting to learn about how to effectively manage diseases, as well as effectively love people who are impacted and ourselves at the same time. I hope that you enjoy the content that I share. I hope that it resonates with you. Mostly, I just try to share what's been important to me, the things that have changed who I am. I realized that I was a pretty broken person when I got to recovery. I share that. I share the ugly parts. I share them so we can talk about them, bring them to light. I don't have a problem acknowledging the pain I caused others as a result of just not knowing. Took me a long time to forgive myself. It took me a long time to even be honest and openly speak about the experiences. And I really hope to be able to create a platform for all of us to bring everything we're experiencing out and not have to hide it, and wonder how to live with it. I hope that I create a place of healing and not martyrdom, and I can never say that word correctly, but a place where we can genuinely encourage each other to do the right thing, to grow, to experience what's available to us all when we start to take those steps. I am open to videos and topics. If you want to talk about things, I plan on making, conversations that are ongoing around just about anything we can imagine as far as healing and health, boundaries, codependency, enabling. What is addiction? What is sex addiction? What is a process addiction? What's the medical model mean? There's so many things that are confusing about this path. How do we talk to our kids? Do we talk to our kids? How do I find peace in these areas? There's so much that we can kind of cover. I also plan on pulling from the myriad of expertise that's around me. I am fortunate enough to be surrounded by some of the top minds in the world in the recovery side, and the psychology side, and the psychiatry side, and the science side, and introduce them to our community and help us all continue to heal and grow. The videos are going to be ongoing. Subscribe to the channel so that way you can get a notification when a new one's put up. I have a full-time job and a part-time private practice, and I'm trying to create this. And so when I have 10, 15 minutes here or there and I'm inspired, I'll try to make one, as well as going into 2021. I plan on creating kind of a monthly speaker or a person that we can kind of talk about something. So I'm open to suggestions and topics. You can leave it in the group, which is on the Facebook group, which is at Recovery for the Rest of Us. Or you can even send me a message on Instagram at Recovery for the Rest of Us. Thank you all for all being here. I hope that y'all know how much y'all encourage me, just seeing people that are sharing their experience or that are growing and they're brilliant about it. It just makes my heart smile. And I want to thank each of you for allowing me the opportunity to peek into the brilliance and beauty that you are. So again, subscribe to the channel here, and then stick around. And if you have any topics or questions, you can always, like I said, send them to the group via Facebook, which is at Recovery for the Rest of Us, or you can send a message on Instagram. Happy 2021.